It is time for Everyone Has a Story, and in just a minute we're going to meet our newest winner. Her name is Nicole Graziano.
Nicole wrote us about her inspirational story of strength and survival, but before we bring her out, let's listen to what she had to say in her letter.
My name is Nicole Graziano, and I'm glad I'm alive to tell my story. I am 20 years old and was born with cystic fibrosis. At birth, I had part of my intestine removed, and at 8 years old, I had my gallbladder removed. My parents gave me as much of a normal childhood as possible, but I was sick more than I was healthy. It seemed that overnight I was 16 and in a wheelchair on oxygen 24/7. I was born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My parents and I decided to have my double lung transplant at Duke University Hospital in North Carolina. I am now 3 years post-transplant. Due to several complications, we found ourselves relocated to North Carolina to be under the close care of Duke. My father still lives in Florida to keep my insurance. My parents are married 23 years, and I have never seen two people more dedicated to their daughter. I'm grateful to be alive, and I try to give back to the Transplant Foundation and the hospital as much as I can. I have been performing since I was a little girl, and my heart belongs to Broadway. Every day for me is a gift, and I take nothing for granted.
You can see why her letter really inspired David Friedman and me. And she's here right now with her wonderful parents, Denise and Frank. What was it like for you guys to look back down memory lane like that?
Difficult, but extremely happy that she's here with us today for this opportunity.
She's a walking miracle, isn't she?
And she is a light. I mean, this one's lit from inside. You can tell. When you were younger, I was reading about you, and it said you used to hide the fact from your friends that you had cystic fibrosis. You didn't want anyone to know. How come?
It's just, you know, when you're younger, that the click's going on, and you just don't want to expose yourself too much. I mean,
and you don't want to be different.
A regular kid.
Yeah.
And there was a point, Mom, where you thought that when your daughter was having trouble breathing, that she may not make it. That must have been, describe that time in your life for us.
It was extremely difficult, but thank God we have a lot of family support. And we just spent every day as a gift, and we just went through it, and we're here today. It's amazing.
But you're separated so much of the time. What's that like for you, Frank? They're your life. And you sacrifice your time with them to be in Florida, have residency, to keep her insurance going.
Correct. That's very difficult. But, you know, we do what we have to do. We move forward every day, and we pay attention to her life, and that's where we're at. We dedicate everything to her.
I love that you said you have two choices in life. You either run or you fight.
That's correct.
And you're not a runner. I mean, none of you all are.
We're fighters.
Describe your philosophy.
They're Italian.
You know, exactly. But there's not many choices when you're put up against something like this. You either go away from it and shy away, and whatever happens, happens, or you take the, so to speak, the bull by the horns, and you go forward, and you just head on to everything that comes at you, and you deal with it.
A double lung transplant, though, boy, that just sounds so daunting when you think about that. It must have been jarring for you guys to hear that was going to be the solution.
Wasn't a pleasant moment at that time.
Yeah.
Very touching.
So there was what keeps you going, other than, you know, your love of your daughter in your downest moments? What do you do?
Well, we talk to each other. We communicate a lot. You know, we do a lot of Skype back and forth, and we're on the phone constantly, and we try to keep busy. You know, we work. I'm very involved with business, so to speak, in Florida, and we just keep going. Every chance I get, I'm back to North Carolina to stay with my girls.
We're glad we could fly you in to be with them all this
I'm very happy, very blessed. Thank you.
After that double lung transplant, did you feel immediately like a different person? What was the sensation after the surgery?
Numbness.
Really? That was first, yeah.
Of course. But I went in surgery on oxygen. I came out, you know, breathing on my own, basically.
So that was a miracle right there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And you love singing. I mean, that's such a... When we were watching that clip, you kind of cringed. Yeah. But you feel like you were meant to be on stage.
I do.
Tell us about that.
I do. My parents told me I was singing before I was talking. So, you know, dancing before I was walking. So
you must have grown up on all the Disney movies with all the heroines, Ariel, and all of them singing those great songs.
How cool. So I think what makes this one, I mean, all of these are unique in their own way, but I love this one so much because you're actually going to sing your own song. When Kath told you on the phone, like, hey, by the way, you're going to sing a song, what were you thinking? We heard you screaming, but what was the rest of it?
Because usually we get great Broadway stars, already established stars, to come and sing your song to you.
Yeah.
But once I heard the demo of you singing, I called David and I said, my gosh, this girl can sing beautifully.
Thank you.
So were you excited, or were you like, oh no, I have to sing on national television?
I was an astonishing feeling.
Busted,
really,
right?
I'm so honored to just being here, and then let alone singing as well.
I think it's so interesting that you were having trouble breathing, and now you can just sing and let it rip. I love that.
Yeah.
I just love it. Well, we're so excited. We
We
can't
are
wait.
coming up next. You've got to stay with us because Dave Friedman's going to be on the piano, and Dave Bellocchio, Wild Man's going to be on. Well, he's over there providing everything else, and Nicole's going to sing a song that we wrote for her called "More Than Anything," and it doesn't get better than that. We'll be right back. Everyone has a moment that changes.
And we are back with our special series, Everyone Has a Story. And today's shining star, Nicole Graziano, who shared her story with us. Nicole's parents, Denise and Frank, are with us.
And they're about to hear their daughter sing a song that was written just for her. So please welcome Nicole singing More Than Anything.
For as long as I can remember, all I wanted was to sing. So from morn till night, with all my might I'd sing. More than anything, but as long as I can remember, it was so hard for me to breathe. So day after day, I'd live that way, still I'd sing. Constantly, and it gave me joy and a reason to live. The more people loved it, the more that I'd give, and I'd hold a high note as long as I could. And oh, how I'd thrill when I knew it was good, and I knew that you're not meant to sing. Don't let anyone say don't sing today, just sing. Sing, sing, more than anything.
Nicole, but first, this is Today on NBC. Come on over, darling.
How I thrilled when I knew it was good, and I knew.
We're back with Everyone Has a Story, honoring a very special young lady, Nicole Graziano. By the way, that was so terrific.
How did she said she'd never sung on television before.
How did that feel? Tell us about it.
Oh, besides nerve-wracking, it was a great experience. It really was.
You couldn't look at your mom and dad?
No, I couldn't. I would just probably fall on the floor crying.
And they couldn't take their eyes off you.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works.
What did you guys think of this song and your daughter singing it?
Absolutely amazing. She sings like an angel.
You really do. And tell us about this. Is interesting about your lungs. You said you can't feel them when you can't feel the breath going in and out.
Right. I have no feeling. When they did the transplant, they had to sever the nerves. So I have no nerves in my lungs, so I really can't feel. Like if I'm cold, I can't feel my lungs get cold and things like that.
Well, you'd never know it. First of all, we want to give you a little gift, don't we, my darling?
Yes, this is what we like to do. We
Yeah.
know it's your dream to be on Broadway, and we know it's hard for you to travel. So when your friends at the Durham Performing Arts Center heard your story, they decided to give you 4 season passes to their remaining SunTrust Broadway series, which includes In the Heights, Blue Man Group. It's got Shrek, Hair, Avenue Q, and the
Spamalot
whole
and all
Spamalot
that.
and the rest of the deal.
And in addition to the tickets, you'll be joining the Durham cast of In the Heights
What?
for a walk-on role.
You're going to be singing. Hold
And
on,
they have
let's
sent you
pull this down so we can
a
see
special
what's
message.
happening.
Let's take a look.
Congratulations, Nicole. The cast of In the Heights is so excited to meet you and share our stories and the stage with you in Durham, North Carolina. We'll see you soon. Congratulations!
Dave Belucca is back to Hollywood. I'm in the band.
God
we do. Bless. Well, I thought we had 5 seconds left for the whole thing.
No, but what'd you think of that tribute there from the
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, that means so much to me. I have no idea.
That's awesome. Okay, you haven't seen the show?
No.
Oh, and you didn't have any time to see a show while you were here this week?
No, I have not.
Oh, my gosh.
Look how sweet you are. Look at her. I love Nicole.
Don't make me cry on TV.
Now I need to know how much time we actually have left here.
30.
All right. I want to thank Dave. Dave always writes such beautiful melodies to the words. Love you so much. As I was saying, Dave Belucca is on a plane today to go back to Hollywood. He's got to write the entire second season of a show for Disney called I'm in the Band that's doing amazingly well.
You're very busy and
Thank
important.
you.
Yes.
And you're going to be driving home, right, to North
Yes.
Carolina? You're
Yes.
going to be on a plane back to...
That's flying us
Thank you
afternoon.
guys for coming. Thank you all.
reunited
Thank you for having
again.
us.
God bless you all.
You
Thank
guys-
you for singing and
Thank
sharing
you.
your amazing gift with us.